Welcome guys, Demo here at Perfect Gaming Guides, bringing you the 5th video in my Spirit of the North playlist. The playlist covers a full 100% walkthrough guide of the game and all 24 achievements for 1000 Gamerscore. In this 5th video we will cover off chapter 5 of the game and we'll be gaining a further 4 achievements, which are the Spirit Dash achievement, Fox or Flying Squirrel achievement, Matchmaker achievement and the Ancient History achievement. We'll also collect our next 9 Shaman or Shaman spirits as well guys. Okay, let's get into it. So we start off guys by getting ourselves lit up using these flowers on our left. Then we'll just make our way along this path. Just through this archway here on our left hand side there's a stone and we need to light that up. That's going to open up a jump gate for us. There is a stone on our right hand side here that we need to light up, but first of all we're going to go and collect our first Shaman spirit of this chapter. We go through the archway and we take a right up through this valley. And pretty much straight in front of us there's a pile of stones and that's where our Shaman staff is, so we're going to pick that up. Then we're going to head back the way we came and just hug round to the right hand side of the mountain here. Once we reach that archway just ahead of us there, we're just going to take a sharp right. And that pile of stones just ahead of us there, that is where the Shaman spirit is sitting on top of. We'll just use this pile of rocks here. We'll climb up and jump across. Drop the staff and we're going to head towards the blue flowers again. So if you followed the previous guide, that should be you. You now have 16 Shaman spirits. We'll get ourselves lit up. Now we'll go over to that stone that we ran past and we're going to light that up. That's going to open up another jump gate guys. These expire, so we kind of need to do this fairly quickly. As soon as it pops up we just head through it. Then we head over to the one on the right. If you don't do this quickly enough they just disappear and you need to just start again. Light up the stone again. Now we take the one to the left. And as long as we make it through that final one into the water, that's us, we're golden. That's us reached a save point, so we just make our way over to the bank. And we'll follow this path here to our left. Over at the left hand side of the water we can see there's some flowers, so we can jump across and get ourselves lit up again. Then jump back across. And as we approach the archway we're going to go into spirit form guys and head up through this river here. Then take a left and a left again and interact with this stone here. You want to have the jump gate showing as you face it. Then we do the same thing again, back into spirit form. and then this time we turn to the right and we're going to interact with this one twice. Now I managed to do that twice in the one go, but you might not make that in time. You might have to do that actually twice, so go into spirit form twice and run back and forth twice. That opens up our jump gate and allows us to get across. Next we're going to light up this ancient mural, and there's actually an achievement for lighting up 8 of them in the game, guys. Head across and we're going to get ourselves lit up again. And just follow the river. At this point we can jump across to that sort of green bank and then follow that path. So we're just about to get our first achievement here, guys, and there are 3 stones here that are not lit up, so we basically need to light them up. Light up that one, and while we're waiting we can just get ourselves lit up again, ready for moving on. So we just need to make our way over to the pressure pad. That has unlocked our Spirit Dash ability. We'd use RT to use the Spirit Dash, so you'll see me using that in a second and see exactly what it does. We're going to head to the left here, up this area here, and this is where our next Shaman Spirit is. So as you can see, the Spirit Dash, as its name suggests, makes you dash forward really quickly. You're going to stand in this pressure plate, wait until the doors are completely open, guys, and then use your Spirit Dash to dash through. Pick up the staff that's right ahead of us, and then we're going to do the same. We're going to stand in this pressure plate, wait until the doors fully opening, and then we can dash out. Head over to the left here with this sort of door that's lit up red, and we're just going to drop the staff for a minute here while we interact with these stones. And we're going to interact with that one once. Then we follow around to the left and we're going to interact with this one twice. Do a 180 turn, and there's another stone that we can interact with here, and we're going to interact with that one twice as well, and we'll see that that's going to open up that red door. So we can head back over, pick up the staff, and we'll see that the Shaman Spirit is just behind that door, guys, so we can drop it off. Head round to the right, and we're just going to head basically back to the standing stones where we gained the Spirit Dash ability. So as we approach this archway, guys, there's another pressure plate that we need to stand on, and we need to get into spirit form and jump through the jump gate. Then use spirit dash to blast ourselves through there. Head to the right and light up this stone, pressing the Y button. That's going to open up that little doorway lower down so we can go through in our normal form. But first of all, we're going to get ourselves lit up with the flowers. Use the spirit dash to jump across these two gaps here. Then we're going to interact with two stones here. So the first one on the left, we're going to interact with that twice. And then the one over at the right, we are going to interact with that twice as well. That's going to open up another jump gate for us. And to make this across here, you need to jump across at that point. Now we're going to jump across here, and we need to time our jump, and we need to land on that little platform there. So we need to use our spirit dash as well. Pick up the staff and just head right up to the top of the tower, and you'll find our next Shaman spirit sitting right up there. Then we can just head back down. And we're going to jump down into the water. And that should be our 18th Shaman spirit that we've collected. And actually we don't need to get into that building at all, we just need to head up to the next building further up. This has got another ancient mural in it, so we're going to light that up for that achievement later on in the chapter. Exit there, and we're going to jump across this little valley, follow it up, and then head down into this area to get ourselves lit up again. We need to go back and forth to this area a couple of times, guys, just to get ourselves lit up. Make our way up and round, and we're going to get into this building here and light up another ancient mural. Head back down, get ourselves lit up again. Now we're going to head over to these two stacks, and there's a stone that we can light up either side of it. So light up the first one, head back and get ourselves lit up again with the flowers. Then we're going to head back and light up that second stone. That's going to release a sort of huge stone ball, and it's going to run down that sort of channel that's dug into the ground, and it's just going to roll right down to the water at the bottom, and it's going to increase the water level, which allows us to get to a new area of the map. So we can head over here and get ourselves lit up again. There's some flowers here while we're waiting on the ball rolling down and doing its thing. follow this path along and then we can just make our way into the water. And you'll see that there's an archway just on our left hand side that's over towards that we're aiming for, guys. So we go through here and we can take a left, following along the side here, and there's another ancient mural here that we need to light up. We are going to get our next Shaman spirit, so he's lying inside that building there, guys. And the staff is in this building just ahead of us here, so we're going to go over and grab that quickly. Double back and head back towards where the Shaman spirit is. Off that staff, then head back this way, and we're going to sort of climb up this slope here, and just ahead of us there's some flowers so we can get ourselves lit up again. Once we've lit that up, we're kind of finished in this area, so we can just take a left here and follow along this path, and then take a left through the archway through this save point. Just down by the water on the right, we can see some flowers, so we're going to go and get ourselves lit up there. Head up the slope, and we're going to sprint and do a spirit dash to jump across this gap. Same again for the second one, and take a left, and we're going to just jump across this gap here as well, using spirit dash again. And again. We need to unlock that red door ahead of us there, so first thing we're going to do is head round to the right here, and there's a stone just in this archway, so we're going to light that up and that will release that ball on the left. Head back the way we came and go back round to the left and get ourselves lit up again. Then we'll follow the path round to the left, and this bit can be a bit tricky actually, guys. There's a pressure point that we need to stand on, and we need to get into spirit form and jump onto this platform just ahead of us there. It starts to rise, but we need to do that fairly quickly or we'll miss the jump. Then jump through this gap and make our way around to the right, then the left, and you can use the spirit dash to help speed it up a bit. We really just need to light up this stone. So as soon as the cutscene kicks in, that lets you know that you've managed to do that successfully. That's going to release a second ball, and that's going to drop into that hole and open up the gate for us. And we just make our way round to the right, and we're going to get ourselves lit up first before we go through the gate. we're just following this path. Don't actually need to go into the water here, guys. I've actually went too far. We're going to go and get our next Shaman spirit here, guys. So we're just going to head round past these two sort of stone stacks and follow this path. We can just jump into the water and cross this area. And just across the water we'll see there's a little stone house just to the left hand side there. We're going to go in there and grab our next Shaman staff. And just double back and head back across the way we came, guys. You can use the spirit dash while you're in the water, it does help you travel a bit faster. Make our way back up. And we're going to stand on this pressure pad, and as soon as the gates are fully open we can use the spirit dash just to jump through that gate quickly. Then take a right and just follow the path round to the right. Careful not to fall off that ledge, and just keep following it up and right, and you'll see our Shaman spirit lying at the top there. Jump back down and head towards these sort of two stacks here, and just across in the water there's a platform with some grass on it. That's where we're heading, so just use our spirit dash to just jump across there. This area here's got like oil pouring down, and that's the plague tethers that's causing that, so we're just going to dash along the left hand side of that. In here there's a stone, we need to light that up. That's going to open up a jump gate for us. We just keep heading up this way. We can get ourselves lit up again using these flowers. Then just head back to the stone that we just lit up, and you'll see that the jump gate is now formed. We're actually going to get an achievement here, guys, and this one's a bit fiddly. You need to keep yourself airborne basically for 8 seconds. So we're going to use the jump gate to do that, and as you use the jump gate and you get across to this ledge, push your direction stick back towards the light gate, and just before you reach the platform, use your spirit dash. And basically just going to jump back and forth using the jump gate and your spirit dash, and eventually that achievement will pop. So there we go, fox or flying squirrel. We're going to use spirit dash to jump across here and pick up our next Shaman staff. If you're finding this guide useful, please hit that like button and the subscribe button too for me, please, guys. I'd really appreciate it as it helps out the channel. Thanks, guys. Jump down, and then we're going to use our jump gate to get up to this area again. And just jump across these stones to get up to this area. And there's another stone that we need to light up to activate another jump gate, guys. And we need to go back down to the bottom and get ourselves lit up again. So I tried to jump across here first of all just to see if I could make it across to the bit that we need to get to, but I couldn't. We want to get up to that sort of high area that I'm trying to jump to there. That's where our Shaman spirit is. So in order to do that, we need to be able to use the spirit jump. So we'll just head back up here, get ourselves lit up. Remembering to take the staff with us, of course. Back to the jump gate. And we are going to go through this jump gate, guys, and as it goes across we're going to use our direction stick to point us over towards this platform here, and then use our spirit dash. Once we've done that, we can just drop down here and stand on this pressure pad. This bit here, we're going to have to go into spirit form, guys, and go across here, jump through here and use spirit dash and the direction to get through that second jump gate. Up the very top, quickly press Y, and activating that stone is going to mean that we no longer need to stand on this pressure point. The jump gates will stay on all the time now. So we're going to go and get ourselves lit up again, and there are some flowers basically just straight ahead of us. So we can grab those. Head back to the jump gates again, and this time we can go through them without being in spirit form, so no need to stand on that this time. Kind of want to point to the right a bit, guys, to make that second gate when you're using the spirit dash. Takes a bit of practice, that one. Once we get up to the top, we're just going to follow this path down here and just slide down through the mud, or oil, whatever it is. Ahead of us there are some stones that we need to interact with. So the first one, we're going to interact with that just the once. Then we head up this slope, and this one just straight ahead of us. We are going to interact with that one twice. Turn around, and just up and to the left there's a third stone. And again we're going to interact with that one twice. We turn around, we can see that that's going to start forming some new jump gates for us. Turn around and we're going to grab this Shaman staff. Then head down to the bottom and we're going to use those jump gates. So this one, you just really need to direct it. You kind of don't need to use the spirit dash, although I did at the very top, but you kind of don't really need to. Now, our next Shaman spirit is just underneath this little bridge that's just ahead of us here, so there's kind of two ways that you can do this, guys. You can either do it the way that I do it, which is down here, and then as you're dropping down you spirit dash onto here, or there's also a little doorway that you'll just have caught there as I dropped. Now if you go straight ahead over the bridge, you can drop down into the oil and just kind of try and jump into that area. It's a bit tricky as well, both of those are a bit tricky, but I'm sure you'll manage it. I've actually jumped down here. I'm going to go all the way back up using the jump gates, but really you kind of don't need to do that. A shorter way of doing it is actually just turning around where the Shaman spirit is, and you can just drop down into the oil. There's a little doorway, so Just to the left there's like a little doorway. So anyway, moving on down through here, and we're going to get ourselves into this big pool here. So you can see that there's lots of oil all pouring into the water. There's 4 plague tethers that we need to destroy here, guys, and each time we do it, it's going to increase the water level and allow us to get to sort of the next platform that we need to destroy the next plague tether. So we head over here and we're going to use the spirit bark to destroy that plague tether, and you can see that that's going to stop pouring oil and it's going to start pouring water, and the water level goes up a bit. Make our way around to the left here. There's a couple of stones that we can interact with here. So this first one, we're going to interact with that twice. Then jump across, and we're going to interact with the next one just once. That's going to raise that platform, that'll allow us to get to that next plague tether, but before we do that, we're going to get ourselves lit up with the flowers that are just ahead of us. You can actually jump from this platform across onto that platform that just raised, guys, using the spirit dash. I kind of missed that there, but you can get up using this little bundle of rocks here if you miss it. Come over here and we press and hold our B button again to destroy the next plague tether. Again, shortcut scene, and we can see that instead of oil it's going to start gushing water again. That increases the water level a bit further and allows us to progress around this way and get to the next platform. Just round to our right, some flowers that we can go back and forth to a couple of times here to get ourselves lit up again. We're just going to head straight on here, and there's another ancient mural there that we can light up. Light that up and then just head back to the flowers again, guys. This time we're heading over to this area here, and we're just going to follow it all the way around, and that's a round building just on our left there. We're going to get inside that. That's going to allow us to open up that big stone doorway. So if we stand here, we can see that the doorway is opening up. Once that's fully opened up, we need to get into spirit form by pressing the X button and quickly make our way all the way to the back of the sort of cave. And then press and hold the B button to destroy the plague tether in there. We can head out of there and we're going to head back to the flowers again. You can see just ahead of us there, over to the left, up that sort of slope there, or bridge, that's where our final plague tether is. So once we're lit up, just make our way up that slope. Again, press and hold our B button, and that's going to destroy that final plague tether in this area. Down the slope and make our way to the right, guys, and we can now reach up onto this platform here because the water level has risen up high enough. Head up to the back of it and we can see that there are some flowers that we can get ourselves lit up. Then head back to the pool and we're going to light up this stone. That's going to fire up some geysers, depending on how you pronounce it. Then we can head back to the flowers, get ourselves lit up again. Need that to use the spirit dash. I would recommend just trying to do one geyser at a time here, guys. If you try and do all of them at the same time, it will probably blow you off course. So we want to get at this side of this one and head over in this direction. Then we want to get up onto that level just in front of us there. Once we're up there, we're going to jump across to this area here with a sort of patch of grass using the spirit dash. Then we can jump across to this area over at the left. Now there's a pressure pad across here, guys, that we need to stand on. If we stand on it and just use our spirit dash, it's going to be quick enough for the jump gate to still exist, and that's going to pull us up into this area. Head up to these vines and we can use X to go into spirit form. Quickly get across here and jump and spirit dash over to here. Destroy this plague tether. And as you can see, there's a shaman staff just sitting there waiting for us to pick it up. Now that we've destroyed that, we can head back over to this area here and grab some light from these flowers. Then go back through the now cleared archway, jump across here, grab the shaman staff, and there's a little bridge just kind of below us. Just ahead of us and below us there. We're just going to jump down onto that. And there's really only kind of one path that you can take from here, with a couple of jumps involved. Go through this entrance. And just ahead there's an exit point. And we just follow the way that the oil is flowing, guys. We go through that archway and immediately turn left. We're going to use Spirit Dash to jump across to this area over here. Just follow up and round to our left. We can drop the staff here so that we can light up this stone. That's going to open up another jump gate for us behind us there. Grab the staff again. You can see just ahead of us there that that's where our next shaman spirit is, on this ledge, so we can jump and use Spirit Dash to get across to him. I've decided to have a little rest there. Once we've done that, we can jump across and get back to this area. If you don't make that jump, there's an opening that allows you through here, guys, so don't worry about that. Make our way through the archway again and immediately left again, same as we did before. Again, I'm just going to run and jump across, use Spirit Dash. And this time we can use the jump gate. And as we land, we can see there's an entrance here that we can just make our way all the way right along. Light up the stone ahead of us, and that's going to create another jump gate to get us up onto that level above us. Jump across the oil. Make our way round to the left, and then the left again here, guys, and there's another stone that we need to interact with. So we're going to interact with that once, and that's going to start a cutscene, and a platform is going to rise up to allow us to jump across this section. We'll just make our way across to that. Head over to this next stone to interact with it, and this one we're going to interact with it twice. Another cutscene is going to kick in. Just behind this stack here there's some flowers so we can get ourselves lit up again. We're now going to head over to this bridge here, guys, but we can't actually get across that in normal form. We need to get into spirit form, otherwise it will tip. Into spirit form, just use a normal jump to jump up that bit. Then you can use your Spirit Dash if you like to maybe do it a bit faster. You need to interact with this stone here twice, so that's the first time. Oops, remembering to get into spirit form. And then we're going to jump across again and interact with this stone for a second time. You might be able to do that. Interact with it twice in one go, guys. It starts another cutscene and lifts up another level, and it's also going to get us our Matchmaker achievement for matching 12 sets of revolving glyphs. Okay, now that we've got those platforms raised, we can use our Spirit Dash to jump across these areas. You just head straight as soon as you get across there. Follow the path through this archway, and we're going to light up this ancient mural, and that is going to unlock the ancient history achievement for us, as long as you have lit up all 8 of them in the previous chapters. If you've missed any, feel free to jump into any of the previous videos, guys, on the playlist. Come out of there and we jump down to the left, and that's going to get us our next Shaman staff. Then we're just going to make our way back up the way we came and take a right along the path, guys. Bit of a cutscene kicks in just to show the mountain. Then we're just going to make our way across here and jump this area here. Head through the archway and right up at the far back corner, up against the wall, you can see that our final Shaman is lying there. Drop the staff. And that ends chapter 5, guys. I hope you found that guide useful. Remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons for me, I'd really appreciate it, guys. I'll hopefully see you in the next video where we'll cover off chapter 6 and grab some more achievements. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.